All right, here we go again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. So the criminal clowns in government are at it again, along with the private sector criminal cronies. If it sounds like I'm speaking different, I am. God said the truce is off. Again, we prove that you don't stop all of you, which will affect the larger world. And truce meaning just metaphysical truce. Right. And again, speaking out. That's where I got a weird staticky thing going on here. Yeah, they'll do 3 or 4 things in a row just to say, just to let me know that it was them. Right. Not testing anybody. In fact, they're desperately seeking mass shooters to take the focus off of everything else that's being focused on. Yeah, and bait and switch is, or not bait and switch, it's just a matter of switching the topic. Right. So again, I'm not going to switch the topic. I'll keep it where it needs to be so you can get your ducks in order and talk to your people. They got to stop lying. They can't lie. It's the judge is going to kill everything. Well, again, because you lie about immigrants, you believed you had an immigrant. He turned out to be a U.S. citizen. I warned you about. Isn't it funny that they didn't do it? God does it. If you didn't lie, you wouldn't be able to do that. Correct. He supposedly admitted. Did he admit to being MS-13 too? That'll be the next one. It was probably somewhere along the way they did it. Oh, you admitted to being MS-13 as a U.S. citizen. Well, I need an iPhone to help with my hearing aids. I believe it's a hack, but still, it's more difficult to block the iPhone or have an issue with the iPhone around hearing aids. Right. So I was trying to get something online, which was a good deal. That I can't. I don't. I'm ineligible for their phone because of security purposes, and I got it over 800 in uh, in credit score during when everybody else is like 600. Or not everybody else, but a large portion of the populace is down in the 600s. Go figure. It's how they create mass shooters and stuff. Because I mean, that's really, really digging into somebody, knowing that you're messing with their hearing aids after you caused the loss of hearing to begin with. Right. Yeah. Right. Well, CIA people, no matter where they work, they're considered CIA level people. God will respond in whatever way God responds. I mean, right now you're a bunch of idiots from all sides of the aisle. Right. So again, you see what they're doing. Right. I change, they don't. They just give it a little time. Oh, there's something else you got to do. See? It's programming somebody to do exactly what they want, and then they bring them on as mass shooters or rapists or murderers. So we'll just take them down a little further. If you didn't touch me, you didn't come after me, then you have nothing to worry about. These. Exactly how it works. Now, again, they go and you snooze, you lose, because I didn't order it right away last week. So they went in and they conspired. They're probably the ones that changed my email. I don't even know how I had an email on that. It's my active phone account that wasn't working. There's no way it would work. It was a combination of two of my emails. So there's no way that it could have been, because I had to prove it, I guess. Right? They did it. They hacked, and then they gave them a reason to do it. But I'll just sit back and watch the fireworks fly. I'm I'm peaceful as can be. I'm actually one of the most peaceful people that have had this done to them. And as that car says, God is my co-pilot. Now we'll elevate God the pilot. Whoa. No, they know what they're doing. It's a scam. Right. Well, you really got to get a hold of veracity. I mean, I've been telling you for years they're lying until they stay in my life. So you got to get a hold of veracity, or the judge is going to eat you up. Right. That, you don't think the judges have that? Every judge that has sat on one of your cases that you dissed off now has that in their armament. Sorry. A U.S. citizen gets arrested, and he admitted to coming across the border, and that's in the court record. I guess now we're going to get somebody, say, "Oh well, look, he's got a mental problem, and he said that." Well, we would still believe he said it. Something stupid like that's going to come out. Well, you're listening to the wrong people. I'm the originator of all of it to begin with, but you have to use it honestly. Right. I mean, I said, yeah, in some cases you might step over a line, but not routinely. As Mama Mari used to say, idiotule. Idiotule. Oh, it's Easter Sunday. They're not open. Darn it. I wonder if Whole Foods is. I was going to drop my stuff off at. I got Amazon returns. They borrowed my Easter jacket. Right. Okay, so I was going to order a 46. Oh, I told you that. And then they said, based upon 10 million purchasers, you need to order a 48. And then I tried getting out of it by ordering something for Easter, like a 46. And they made sure it didn't show up on time. Right. Who are they? Well, the people I speak about. People that lie, that make false statements, day in and day out. That's who I'm speaking about. Let me see if Whole Foods is open. I'll change it to Whole Foods. I just want to get these things out of my house. I didn't even want it delivered. I lit them up from that. Because if I don't want it delivered and Amazon delivers it, they get in trouble. Regardless of whether somebody tries to take me out or not. Okay, let me see. What was I saying? Is Whole Foods open Easter Sunday? Actually, it might be closed. All right, where are we here? I gotta get over there now. I got like 40 minutes. Actually, 15 minutes. Woo! I knew it was I got a good cue. It said, Whole Foods said more stores are open. I'm like, oh, that's a good cue. More. Actually, no, I saw it's different. It says most stores are open on Easter. I thought it said more stores were open on Easter, but again, that's Sam. I gotta get to Whole Foods here. Trying to make me sick. I mean, there's no doubt. Right. You can't. I mean, we talk about 30 years of that same stuff. There's no way that where it doesn't affect the person. Oh yeah, but those that have zero credibility and zero veracity swear by the program. Moore said he was an illegal immigrant. Oh no, I read them every day. You should see what they project to people. You should see. God sees through me. That's why the planet's being destroyed. No more lying. I'll tell the truth and tell the truth about what you're doing because I can read what you're projecting at me and what you're trying to possess me to. And then I can look in the world and say, okay, that's why all those Christians and cops are having the issue. Now remember, it's other cops. Other cops will operate somebody they don't like in the police department. Again, it's Satan flipping their trigger is all it is, making them hate another cop. And then they'll end up with some sort of sex crime.
Correct.
That's how piggish they are. That's how disgusting they are. Beep. That's how they do it. Like once you do what they want, then they like go with it for like. I mean, it's not perfect. They'll still mess with you, but then they'll hit you real hard all of a sudden. That tells to me what they're doing is they're going to try to brainwash me into doing something else, right, that they want.
Hope so.
Oh, there's a lot of people out there hoping for both sides of the aisle, hoping for shooters because they each have their little shtick. Right? They're devils, man. In the year 2000, the devils took everything over and stopped political. Both sides of the aisle. Actually, all sides of the aisle. Why are you here? Because you're a criminal and you got paid to be a criminal. And you're going to get paid more money to be a criminal. That's why you're here, all of you. So if you want to project something, I'll give you the answer. That's their brainwashing. Why are we here? What have you done? Remember, they're the ones that have been on duty since I left 20 years and the world got worse, not better. Right? They play that game. You need us because the world's messed up. Well, we probably don't need you since you've been there for how long? 20, 30 years? And the world's as messed up as it is? And of course, if you stay here, then the world will be 10 times as messed up. It's a scam, and all governments are a scam at this point. An absolute scam. Not just self-enriching, not just self-dealing. Absolute scams. Oh, because I'm going to church. That's why they're doing it. Trying to cause an aversion to church. Every time I go to church, they're going to do something. Now, I think they most likely hacked my phones or the app or whatever it is for my hearing aid. So I was trying to get an iPhone because that's probably what the problem is at this point. You probably can't do it with an iPhone. I mean, I have no idea how I got turned down. I mean, I have no idea. No, it isn't because I made too many inquiries. Talk about a phone. I got it over an 800 credit score. One well over 800, the other one slightly over. Like something like 820 and 865. Everybody else running around with 605, 610, 615. Correct. Well, when people start defaulting on their phones, their phone company, just look up to God and say, okay, we should approve this phone. Sorry. They play the game, they get gamed.